focusing on what you got going on yourself, what worked for you, what's best for you. A lot of people be so stuck on like watching everything and everybody else or looking at social media all day, and it's like they dictate their life off of what everybody else doing.
Right.
You ain't gonna get there like that. You know what I'm saying?
I saw your Twitter rant about people like being stuck on clout. And how do you feel like you don't succumb to being stuck on like what's popping on social media and stuff like that?
I don't know. It's like some shit like it's just in you and it ain't.
Right.
That shit just ain't in me.
You be on there often, or you just don't even really?
Everybody be on social media, but it's like y'all know the ones you can look and tell the ones it's just they live their life for social media. You know what I'm saying?
You know how to
it's like the shit Drake just sitting there around like people having more followers than dollars. And that shit just the honest to God truth. You know what I mean? And some people ain't got the followers yet, but they ain't thinking about the dollars. They thinking about the number of them followers. They want them followers. They ain't even really stuck on the dollars. Like, they want them followers. They want that attention. It used to be called attention. Like, everybody used to want attention. It just translated now to the followers. Everybody want them views and them followers. And it's cool, but goddamn, like, come on now.
I mean, them followers do sometimes turn into dollars.
Yeah, but at the same time, and shit, some people don't know it. That's not resonating with them. They just wanna like be in the mix. They just want talking and gossiping and shit to be going on. Like that shit ain't about it. Gossiping don't get you shit. I don't know, man.
Right. It's
I might be wrong, but I don't know.
You make it work for you how you want to use it as a tool, right?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
easy.
It's like, don't get me wrong, you get your shit up. It's not like I look at social media, it's all about money. Like, I look at everything about money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you run your shit up, you know what I'm saying? Like, get your money off of it. But a lot of people, they ain't trying to do that. They just want to, like, be in the gossip topics and the gossip situation, and the talk and the attention. Like, fuck the money. I don't know who raised them, where they get that shit from.
Get that up off your mind.
It might just be where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm from Memphis, and it's like everything about paper with us. You know what I mean? It's like everything. You know what I mean? It's like we're going to find the littlest, the bullshittest thing, whatever we into, we're going to go back to the shit. Do we got anything to do with money? You know what I'm saying? Like, if it ain't got nothing to do with money, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me.
The issue of transgenders in sport. It's like I support all trans rights to fairness and equality.
Me too.
But not where you have people born to obvious physical superior bodies.
Me too.
Transitioning and then thrashing the women at their sport.
I totally agree. And I will say this, and everybody's going to hate me, but as a woman, just because you go change your parts doesn't make you a woman.
Right.
Sorry.
You feel that?
I know that for a fact. Like, if you want me to call you a her, I will. Because that's what you want. But that doesn't make you a woman just because I call you a her and just because you got a surgery.
Because people do feel that there's biological sex and then there's gender identity, that you can identify as whatever you like
in terms of a gender,
right? That's the freedom we live in.
Absolutely.
But actually you can't change the mechanics of biological sex. They are what they are.
Well, just women go through just a completely unique experience, and surgery or finding yourself doesn't change that. You know, being a little girl is a whole epic book, you know, and you can't have that just because you want to be a woman.
I mean, you know that when people like J.K. Rowling have said this, they get attacked, they get abused.
Yeah.
The cancel culture mob comes from me. She gets called transphobic and so on. You might get the same for saying it.
But it's the truth. And I don't think you should be called transphobic just because you don't agree with, there's a lot of, judgment and throwing, stones at people for just saying what it is, you know what I mean?
Macy Gray jumped on Instagram and said, all y'all coming on my page threatening me and calling me names just because I said something you don't agree with. Be whatever you want to be, and fuck, I know that's right, girl. It ain't nobody but the Rainbow Boys, because the Rainbow Girls don't do that. That be them sensitive boys that do things like that. And meanwhile, Flame Monroe over there on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, living his best life. Y'all cannot cancel nobody. Like, Your backlash does nothing for her. That lady is still going to continue to be heard. She's going to still be famous. Y'all ain't got no power. That'd be so funny when they talk about she canceled, he canceled, they canceled. Girl, I be tickled silly like, fool, you ain't got no power. Talking about some backlash. Backlash where? The people that y'all be claiming y'all giving all this backlash to, they do not care about your comments. Because at the end of the day, that's all it is, a fucking comment on social media. Boosie ain't never cared about y'all comments. He another one that say whatever he want to say. He say how he feel. He say what he mean and he mean what he say. At the end of the day, it is what it is. The lady spoke facts. Why you
Good
mad?
evening, everyone. My name is comedian Flame Monroe. I am a transgender woman or person, however you describe it, and this message is directly for Macy Gray. Macy Gray, I want to tell you out the words of my mouth from my portion of the LGBTQIA+ community that I wholeheartedly support you and thank you for seeing the real world for what it is. I do not believe that you are transphobic or homophobic or any other kind of phobic. I believe that you know science and biology, because here are the three things. Gender is a fact, identity is how you feel, and sexuality is your desire. And you are absolutely right, because until you have the heart and mind of a woman, I don't believe that you could ever possibly be a biological woman. Trans women are trans women. Trans men are trans men. Women are women and men are men. It is as simple as that. There shouldn't be any argument about.
We often hear trans people say they're living in their truth. I agree. If you're a woman that wants to be a man or a man that wants to be a woman, that's your truth. You want to be. But the fact of the matter is, you're still what you were born as. How you feel, what you think, what you identify as, and all the surgeries in the world won't change the facts. You can't run around in society and rewrite biology to make yourself feel comfortable about you. Fiction and non-fiction are two different things. I don't understand why this is even a topic of conversation. I don't understand what's so hard to comprehend about facts and reality. We, biological women and men, have been saying this for years. Macy Gray said nothing wrong, and neither did Flame Monroe. Pier Morgan said nothing wrong either. It is what it is. If you were born as a woman, you are a woman. If you were born as a man, you are a man. No matter what you do to your appearance, you cannot change the biology of the fact of what you were born as. And another thing, biological women don't accept the term cisgender. We're not cis nothing. We're women. That came from a man that wants to be a woman, obviously. And when it comes to the topic of conversation, should transgender women be allowed to play sports with biological women? I say no. That's too dangerous. Because at the end of the day, you are still a man. My thing is, if you all want to play sports, create your own league. Create your own lane. It's just as simple. If you have a problem with what Macy Gray said, Flame Monroe said, Pier Morgan said, or any other heterosexual man or woman, you are the problem. You cannot rewrite biology. Period.